Vertigo T-side utilities. The first thing I like to do if I'm trying to take over B is to line up to this part here, like this. And I take a smoke and I see this dark line here on the texture here. This one here. Lining up like this. You can use this dot here for reference if you want. And I just put my crosshair my right side to touch the edge there, and I just left click throw. And also I aim here. I'm gonna imagine you cutting off this part here like this, and there's a square, you just aim in the middle there. So this is one is gonna flash if someone is trying to push here, and this smoke is gonna smoke off the right side here, so you don't have to worry if someone is holding close there. They're gonna be here or here in woods. There's another flashbang you can do if you want to flashbang deeper into B site. So we did the smoke, and in the same position we're just gonna throw a flashbang. But I highly recommend that you actually use this flashbang here, because it's gonna flash if someone is trying to push here. I can show you the flashbang how it looks on site. So if you have the smoke. Okay, so I re-smoked now. Okay. So this is the flashbang. So there's an unfortunate thing with that. You have to make a choice. If someone is pushing here, they won't get this flash because this bar is actually protecting them in some spot here. But the flashbang will go deeper here and actually flash if someone is standing here. Okay, so advancing further, let's say you're here now, and you make sure that no one is here, and you have to check if someone is hiding there. They might actually rush in time and manage to take the spot there and hide. So what you want to watch out for is the guy here on wood. You can try to wallbang it, but they might stand up here. So yeah, make sure that you clear that one out. What you want to do is to molly backside. There are two choices you can make. The first one is this. You're standing to this, lining up to this arrow here. Just aim at the yellow mark here at the steel bar here. That's gonna molly out backside here. And the other one is you line up exactly the same here with the arrow. You see this crate here and this blue thing here, and you just aim here in the middle of the shadow of the edge here of this crate thing and jump there. This is gonna molly out quad. So when you're here, make a choice depending which one you think is the right one to make. I would suggest quad, because if, let's say you're standing here, so you are smoking. Now you're up here. Someone can actually hide in quad, because backside no one is gonna be there because they don't see anything. So they're gonna be here, or just there. So you try to eliminate as many positions they're gonna lurk. They might actually try to hide in this smoke, try to do a one-way, but be aware and just pre-fire it. There's no tap. Okay, so let's say you have noticed that there are people always standing here. It's very annoying if someone is standing here. What you can do is that you see this yellow mark on the floor. Just crouch. You see this faded edge here. There. You're just gonna stand there, line up. You see this darker. The first one is like a stairs here. Just aim at the one to the right here of these concrete blocks here and just jump like that. This one is gonna molly out the whole side here. And what you can do afterwards is that after you lined up is that you just stand here in this corner. They're gonna throw a grenade. So they're gonna back off probably like this, and they are gonna take damage from the nade. Again, it's situational. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but yeah, it depends. Yeah, I don't use it that often, to be honest. Another thing you can do, if you, this one is not like that, I don't use it that often, but let's say you're here, and he's hiding, and you don't want to take out the fight. What you can do is you just stand here, like watch it with the gun, and then aim like this and just throw it quickly. This one is, hopefully it's gonna molotov the guy hiding here in this corner here. I'm gonna do that again. So you're standing here, make sure that he's not, it's a gambling thing. You're hoping that he doesn't peek you right as you pick up your molotov. So you see this yellow mark there and this edge here. In the middle of this shadow, or just in the middle of this bar here, like this, you're gonna throw it. And he might actually peek, so be, you know, be prepared, like he's gonna peek you now. Okay, let's take over A side. So there is a problem. If you're peeking here, there are so many angles. They can stand up there, they may be behind these sandbags here in ramp, or they are short holding ivy, or they are just up here. What you want to do, to throw a little pop flash, is to stand here in this corner, and you see this vent here? In the middle here, you're gonna right click and left click, let go. So you hold down right and left buttons on the mouse, and then you're gonna let go at the same time. But you have to practice that, because if you let go right button too early, you're gonna flash yourself. So then it's corner, and there you go. Now you did a pop flash. One tip is to let go with the left button first rather than the right one. Because if you let go with the left one too late, like, no, I mean, if you do it like this, you're gonna flash yourself. It's better to let go with the right one later. He's gonna land down there, but yeah, again, you have to practice this one. So you're standing there and you're just gonna... Okay, so now you can push ramp. So the first thing is, okay, you're holding here and you holding this side here. And you holding, maybe someone is here or there. You have to, like, you know, pick your battles here. There's someone might be hiding here in the sandbags here in the corner on the upper ramp. So what you can do is, if you line up here, and you see this edge here and this one here, you're just gonna line up like this, left click there. Then you can push and he might run out and you can pick him out. Now, it's very risky to look away because they might peek you, so this is my tip. You see this dark spot here on this steel bar here. What I like to do is that you hold here and then you see that it's popping through, like just when you're seeing it. You're just walking through the wall here, like working yourself up. And then you do the same lineup. So yeah, you don't really have to line up like this. You can just make it sure, like you just walk along this wall here until you see the dark spot there. The next thing you can do, if you're hugging this sandbags here, some people call this sandbag or sandbags over there, they might be mixed up. I say this is the ramp sandbags and that's the upper ramp sandbag, but yeah. Anyways, so what you can do is that you aim here at where this steel beam meets this construction thing, and you're just gonna left click jump throw like this. It's gonna smoke off the elevator. Someone holding this angle here, and what you can do afterwards is to hug this corner here and throw a flashbang. So yeah, this is gonna flash them on sight here. Okay, so what you can do is to molotov headshot. So you stand here. So you just entered the ramp, the first bar, I think it is, steel bar here to this construction thing is to, you're just gonna aim on this dark spot and a little bit to the left. I usually have made some, I can just put my crosshair like this, like that. And I take my molotov and I throw it. Left click throw. Molotoving headshot. So yeah, if you combine that Molotov with this smoke here like this. That's a really good combo. Because now basically they can only be here on the site or back in heaven. So you can actually throw a Molotov into heaven as well. So you see where these two steel beams are meeting each other in this corner here, like this edge there. Hug the right side of this corner here. And you aim there and then W left click jump throw like this. That's Molotoving heaven. There is another combo you can do. If you are on the left side of this corner, you're just hugging it like this. What you want to do, to right click and left click jump throw. It's a little bit tricky, but you know, practice that. And then between these two plates on this building here, on this wall, W left click throw like this. This is gonna smoke off the left side. Molotov the left side, and the right side is gonna be smoked off. And then you're gonna end it with, I'm gonna show you. So, then you aim at the same spot again, but with just a regular left click throw with a flashbang. So now the only position it can be in is either headshot or elevator. Taking over mid. So before we line up, we have to make sure that the CTs are not rushing us, because they might actually, the meeting spot if you're doing an aggressive push is actually around this area here. So if you're standing here with your utilities and they're pushing you, like holding a flashbang, and then they are rushing you down, you're gonna die. So you don't want to do that. Either you want to have a teammate holding here for you, or you're holding here for a few seconds and hoping no one is pushing when you're doing the throws now. So the first one is that you have 3 concrete blocks, the one to the left corner here, the one in the middle, just gonna throw a Molotov like this. Then on this side here, you're just gonna left click throw with a flashbang. So yeah, this Molotov is gonna Molotov this part here, and a flashbang is gonna take care if someone is like is hiding, or you know, they're holding here somewhere, or maybe they're in city spawn holding from here. So that's what the flashbang is for. But don't flashbang your teammates. If they're already here, don't use that flashbang. So yeah, it's more of a solo execution flashbang. So if you're soloing, that's a good flashbang. But it's enough to just Molotov if you have a teammate already pushing, just use the Molotov and then push. Okay, so now you have taken over this side part here, and the Molotov is still going on. Let's pretend that Molotov is still going on. Do you see the spot here on this crate here? That one? So you want to stand here, aim at it, just left click throw. This one is gonna smoke off CT spawn. But there might be a one-way over there, so what you want to do is stand in this corner, aim here in the middle of this thing here, right click, jump throw, and you tap W, so it's a tap, run, right click. I'm just gonna show you like this. So if someone is hiding behind the smoke like this, they're gonna get flashed. So I'm gonna show you the whole thing. So let's say it's still burning, or you have teammates holding. So that's how you can push. And the guy who is holding elevator, if they're standing here, they're gonna get flashed as well. If they're holding like here, they're not gonna get flashed, but yeah. It's a decent flashbang to use as an execution here. there is one flashbang you can do if you are going mid, but your teammates are going B side. And it's that you stand here and you just gonna line up this border thing here. This is newly painted and this is an old one, so just the edge between them two, those two, just stand here and you're just gonna aim here somewhere and just jump throw. Okay, there is one smoke left you can do if you are in T-spawn. Let's say you're going B, but you want to fake A maybe. What you can do is you run here. There's a corner here. Stand here. Aim at the bolt here, the dark spot there, and jump throw. This one is gonna land here. So if there's a CT here, he's gonna think, oh, someone is going A because they are throwing smokes. And that's something you can do directly here in T-spawn. Maybe you should wait with it a few seconds, so it's like not clearly obvious that it's a fake smoke, but yeah, like this. Very easy. CT side. Okay, one thing you can do if you are playing mid is to run as fast as you can to this corner here and aim in this corner right there. This is gonna molotov T corridor. Keep in mind they have time to run out, but the molotov is gonna burn where they are lining up smokes and molotov for mid. So if you throw that molotov again, they're not gonna be able to stand here and do the lineups. Maybe, it's risky. No, they are not gonna be there. So the second thing you can do, if they already pushed mid, what I like to do is you're gonna stand in this corner here. You see this line here on the wall and this cable. Aim a little bit to the left. I put my right side of my crosshair like this and jump, right click throw like this. And then they are gonna be blind, even this guy over there, maybe. So it's a really good flashbang. Make sure that when you throw this one, that you don't run straight in a straight line. What you want to do is to run in a arc form here. So what do I mean? You run like this, not like this. Big difference. You follow this line here. Because it also gives you more time for the flash to actually pop. If you run out here, it's gonna flash you, but it's also maybe you're peeking before you're actually out, so they're not blind when they see you, then you might get killed. So yeah, that's how you can play on mid. Okay, let's defend B side then. What I like to do is that you see this stain here on this steel bar here. You just stand there. Aim at the right corner of the number 1 on the wall, and you're just gonna left click throw like this with a flashbang. And then you have to dodge because it's actually gonna flash you otherwise. So this is gonna flash anyone who's like trying to push stairs here on B, or B ramp. People some kind of call it B ramp. Then another thing you can do is if you stand here, like somewhere here, you aim. You have to practice this one with your own crosshair. But what I like to do is that you aim. I put my crosshair down at this edge here, like in the middle here, where it's clear, and just put like this, and then I'm just gonna left click throw like this. So this one is gonna smoke off. So this is a good smoke because it's further down in the stairs, and they might actually jump up like this, but they are not gonna push you. They might see the person here, but the thing is you don't want them to see you over on this side. That's the main thing. And you can, if you mess this one up, if it's too far, I'm gonna show you. If it's too far up. Okay, that was a good one. God damn it. They might actually push you. I'm just gonna show you. If you smoke it here, You don't know if they're gonna push on this side here. You don't want them to have a smoke where it gives them protection to push out on site like this. Because now you won't see them. You want the smoke to be down in stairs, but not so far down that it can actually peek you. So yeah, make sure to practice that smoke. Another thing you can do, if you're standing here in this bag, you can just aim at this dark spot here and just left click throw. This one is gonna fly down and flash them, but it's not like a really... You can throw it up here sometimes if you want to. So yeah, I combined like in the middle of this spot here, on this square thing. Or you can actually even maybe peek with it, but yeah, I rarely use it because I don't like to play there. Stand on this corner here. We're gonna smoke off a ramp, and you aim here, this thing here. Like here's the lamp, 1, 2, the second line here, this corner here, this cross section, and you're just gonna run, left click throw like this, and you let go as soon as you leave this wall here. This one is gonna smoke off the ramp. They might peek you. They can see if you're running here, so it's a little bit of a one way. So the point is that you stand here actually. So again, they might actually throw a grenade in higher ranks, push it. So be careful for that. But yeah, that's a good smoke to throw every round. If you're playing on A, just go here, stand there.
Throwing smoke.
So the next thing is that you're gonna stand in this corner here. We're gonna throw flashbang in case they are pushing. Then you can, you know, they might push if they're really aggressive. Maybe through a nade, I don't know. But there's another thing you can do, is that you want to prevent them from pushing ivy. So again, you stand here, you aim here, throw the flashbang, then you throw the molotov. You see this white spot on the wall here in the middle? Just left click throw like this. This one is gonna molotov ivy, and or yellow, whatever people are calling it, and then you can just pick them out. But let's say they're already pushing ramp. Then you can stand here. You can aim, you see this crate thing or these containers? Just left click jump there like this. That is gonna smoke off, that's gonna flashbang ramp. Then what you can do is that, you see this red spot here? What you want to do is run, left click throw like this. It's not like you're tapping W. That is gonna smoke off short or sidewalk. And then you can make a triangle. I don't know what it's called in English. Like they are equal-sided triangles. Like from this corner to this one in the middle, and then you go up here, and then you're just gonna left click throw with the molotov. Or it's called incendiary grenade, right? Because it's city side. But yeah, I call it molotov. So yeah, so this molotov is gonna, yeah, this one is gonna slow it down a bit, so you can, it allows your teammates to push. You can also use a grenade if you W tap. You run W left click throw like this. If you don't have a molotov. But yeah, I recommend having a molotov on site actually. So yeah, that's the thing you can do. Flashbang, smoke, and incendiary grenade. So that's how you can delay an A site push. There is a good retake flashbang you can do on A site, and I'm assuming that no one is standing here because you're gonna line up here. So let's hope no one is there. What you want to do is that you want to aim here in the T section between this steel thing here and this steel thing there. This T section, left click, let go. And then you're gonna peek whoever is here. He's gonna peek the T side and the terrorist if he's standing here in ramp. He's gonna be flashed. And anyone who's like holding here, you know, in this area here. But again, be careful because they might hold here and they might kill you if you're standing there during the lineup for this flashbang. But yeah, it's a good flashbang to know. It has helped me clutch a few times on a retake.